From the mind operating on phlegm to lambs growing from plants. These are the most bizarre theories people used to believe. For nearly 2000 years, medical practitioners found the cause of diseases to be in what they called the four humours. These humours, or temperaments, were first proposed by Hippocrates and referred to four supposed bodily fluids that regulated health, temperament, and even one's personality. A physical ailment or mental condition was thought to be caused by an imbalance in these humours. The four humours were blood, yellow bile, black bile, and phlegm. Blood was believed to be produced exclusively in the liver. Excess of yellow bile was thought to produce aggression and excess anger. The word melancholy derives from meaning black bile, from the belief that an excess of black bile caused depression. Phlegm was thought to be associated with apathetic behavior, as is still preserved in the word phlegmatic. While an imbalance in the humours would make one sick, people were believed to be naturally inclined to one of the humours from birth. Blood, for instance, would make one passionate but short-tempered, while predominance of black bile meant you were likely introspective and prone to melancholic pondering. The theory only left mainstream thinking in the 19th century, with the onset of knowledge in the fields of pathology and chemistry. Some ancient Greek thinkers hypothesized that lambs could grow from the earth like weeds, ripening on a plant until they fell off to live life as fully functioning mammals. In case you were wondering, the stem would be attached to the navel like an umbilical cord, and the lamb would grow on top of the plant. The theory likely arose from accounts of cotton trees in the Indies, which were described as trees on which wool grows. This was grossly misinterpreted by the Greeks and passed down to mean that lambs are actually plant life. The theory was later picked up again in medieval times by Pliny the Elder. One can only wonder why this theory continued to exist even though it's unlikely anyone ever saw a lamb grow from the earth. And surely all those ancient Greek and medieval farmers could attest that lambs are born from the womb every day. Even though Pythagoras changed mathematics forever, not every idea that popped up in his mind was equally brilliant, or even made sense. Undoubtedly, his strangest hypothesis was that you could write on the moon in blood using a simple system of mirrors. Pythagoras never really detailed how one would go about this, but it involved writing a message on a mirror in blood and then flashing that to the moon. You're welcome to give it a go at your own risk. But then again, Pythagoras also warned that beans were extremely dangerous. Who knows, he may get the last laugh just yet. In the 1700s, William Herschel's innovations in telescope technology helped revolutionize the ways in which we're able to look into space. However, Herschel used his telescope to come up with some very weird ideas. For instance, he thought that the sun's surface is actually cold and fully inhabitable, and that it is in fact populated by aliens whose heads are acclimated to the enormous amount of sunshine. Herschel thought that an average human head would combust due to the sun's rays, but these aliens had adapted to the bright atmosphere they lived in. If the sun did actually look dangerous and hot, he argued that's just because the planet's clouds were confusing the human mind. His theories would be thrown out within 50 years. Preformation was a theory of heredity that claimed that the sperm contains a complete preformed human body called a homunculus. A homunculus was a term used in alchemy to indicate a human body without a soul. Since the homunculus was already fully formed in the sperm, all it had to do in the womb was grow to its full size. It was later pointed out that if the sperm was a homunculus, identical in all but size to an adult, then the homunculus may have sperm of its own. This led to reductio ad absurdum with a chain of homunculi all the way down. This was not necessarily considered by spermists a fatal objection, however, as it neatly explained how it was that in Adam all mankind had sinned, because the whole of humanity was actually already in a scrotum. Which leads us to another weird theory of the womb. Recapitulation theory hypothesized that as a human embryo develops, it goes through transitive stages where it resembles all of its ancestors in the supposed evolutionary order. So, while growing, a human embryo will go from a fish-like to amphibious to a reptile to a mouse-like mammal, a monkey, and so on, until it reaches its final human form. Suffice to say that Darwin's theories didn't land equally precise in the scientific community of the 20th century. That's it for this episode, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more weird and surprising videos and for a chance to win an Amazon gift card with a value of $15. I will be giving one away to a lucky subscriber every month. So subscribe and comment for your chance to win. I hope to see you again next time.